Today, I'm going to give you a realistic breakdown of my budget per month for living in Bangkok. I've been here nearly 5 months now, and this is the first time I've sat down and I've gone through every single thing to work out how much I'm paying. At the end, we'll add it all up, we'll tell you the fixed costs and the variable costs, and give you a grand total. So let's start with the biggest cost I pay every month, and that is my housing. And then we'll go on to the utilities with that as well. So I pay 19,000 baht per month for my 1-bedroom condo in a nice area of Bangkok with an amazing view, with great facilities. Now, of course, like with many of these, you can pay less than this, or you can pay way more than this. It kind of depends. I have a 1-bedroom, 45 square meter, and as I say, it's in a nice area. So I pay a little bit more than probably what I could, but I do that for comfort. Utilities. Now, electricity is my biggest utility bill. It can obviously change, it's variable, depending if I'm away for the weekend or away for the week. But in the months that I've been there, for the full month, it's roughly been around 1,300 baht. I cook in there, I play, I have Nintendo Switch, I play games, I work, so my laptop is being charged. I charge a lot of devices throughout the day, so I'm regularly using them. I'll run aircon, maybe this is my problem. I'll run aircon on 18 or 19 degrees all night, every night, because I like sleeping in a cool environment. And during the day, I have a fan, when I'm there, I have a fan on, a big fan, on the entire time when I'm there. So I don't use aircon in the day, but I do use aircon at night. I still think 1,300 baht is completely fine. I thought that was great. I'm like, this is so cheap. And then I saw someone say they paid 600 baht a month and they use aircon whenever they want. Water is the funny one. Water is ridiculous. I do not think about usage of water. I have nice long showers and I cook, so I'm using the water. I make coffee and tea and things like that, wash my hands, flush the toilet, all sorts of things that you do at home on a day-to-day basis with your water, and I don't think about it. The most it's ever been, is 50 baht. Which is ridiculous. Super, super cheap. The final one that I'm going to include in this part is the home internet, my Wi-Fi. Now I have super fast Wi-Fi. I actually pay for 500 upload and 500 download, which is fast. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but when I was in Madeira, in Portugal, it was definitely slower than this. And when I was in the UK, it is 100% slower than this. It infuriates me every time I go back, even when you have good internet. So I pay for 500 upload and download. However, I actually get about 800 just as it happens, and I pay 650 baht per month, which I think is a pretty good price for that internet. It's one of the most important things for my work. I work online, so uploading videos, and again, it's one of those things where when you have slow internet, for me, it completely does my head in. So I don't mind paying more. You can go cheaper, but I don't mind paying more for good internet because it's infuriating whether you're watching live sports, your favorite show, my YouTube channel, or you're trying to work. Now, if you hadn't guessed, this segment is going to be about food and how much I spend on food. I saw this restaurant on Google Maps, it was nearby, so I thought I'd come and try it. This is a typical dish in Thailand, pad kapao, I would say national dish of Thailand. He asked me if I wanted the small portion or the large portion. So I said, go for a large, I haven't eaten today yet. Look at the size of it. There's an absolute mountain of rice, a mountain of meat, an egg on the side. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to tell you how much I spend a month on food in a second, but I would like you to guess how much this is, because you're not going to believe it. Take a guess, leave me a comment, or just think about it, but leave me a comment, that will help the video, and let me know how much you think this dish is, and at the end of this segment, I'll tell you. Actually, I think more important than how much I spend on food per month is this actually any good? That would be interesting. I don't think I'm going to finish this. You can't find a bad dish of this dish. Just so good. Love it. Anyway, I added up how much I spent on food because obviously I do it day by day and I do it meal by meal and I just buy snacks and things like that. But when I sat down and added it up, I realised it was my second biggest expense. It's not a bad thing, because I love food, but it was around 12,000 baht a month, which covers, if I'm cooking and I'm buying from the supermarket, that can be cheaper or more expensive depending on what you're buying. It's eating out, and I eat out a lot, as you can see, whether it's street food or cheaper stuff like this, or it's higher end restaurants. Covers all of the snacks during the day that I buy from the convenience store, all of the sodas and drinks and water and stuff that I buy when I'm out and about, because it's hot here. A lot of that will actually be taken up by liquid, by drinking and electrolyte drinks and things like that. Again, it's one that you can flex. I could really scrimp. If I need to save money in a month, this is one I could really drop down, I would say. And it's also one I could really push out. There's so many amazing restaurants here in Bangkok, Michelin star restaurants, restaurants from all over the world, and international food costs a little bit more, of course. But yeah, on average, about 12,000 baht a month, which I would say is good. The other thing is drinking water. Now, they say you can use the tap water, but I don't like to. So drinking water, I buy bottled water to drink, and then I also buy fizzy bottled water to drink. It comes in little bottles. I buy cases of 24. If I didn't do that, it would be a lot cheaper, because you can get drinking water, you can get mineral water, and you can get this soda water. I buy mineral water, that costs more, and I buy soda water because it's pleasurable to drink. So I spend probably, and this doesn't include the water I have out, or the drinks I have out, this is just at home, 700 baht per month. It's probably more than what you think. Obviously, if you live at home in Europe or America, you don't need to do this. But here, I think it's probably an essential. I think there's cheaper services for things like kettle and stuff like that. There's reverse osmosis water at the Condo, and you pay 1 baht per litre, so that's cheap. So I do that too, same for brushing my teeth. But yeah, if I'm drinking it plain, I like to have nicer water. Yeah, 700 baht. The other expense for this section on food and lifestyle is coffee. Now, I never used to drink coffee. I gave it up for about 18 months, 2 years. But in the last few weeks, I've started drinking it again. So I worked out what it would be costing me. Now I'm going to continue drinking it. Cafe culture and coffee culture in Thailand is fantastic. Genuinely world-class coffee. One of the pleasures, along with the food, of being here. If you like coffee, you're going to be in heaven. Now, you can drink out at coffee shops, and that will cost you a little bit more. Or you can do what I do and buy the bag coffee. I like to grind it myself every morning. And I'll make it with my Hario switch. So I like drip coffee. I would say for nice quality coffee, Thai coffee, it's costing me, or it will cost me, around 1,000 baht a month. And that's for high quality coffee. Think of what you would pay for your Starbucks coffee. I think that's pretty good. Entertainment. And by that, I don't mean seedy bars and getting up to no good. I mean, sometimes I like to go to the cinema. Sometimes I like to go for drinks with friends. Sometimes I like to do whatever it is, go to a gallery or a museum or something like this, you know, actually living your life. Because there's no point having a budget which only allows you to wake up, go for a walk, eat some food, and then go home. I mean, that's not living, right? That's definitely not a reason to leave your country and come and live in another one to live like this. And I find some of the budgets that people give you, that's kind of what they do. So entertainment is an important one. And again, it's variable. It depends if friends are visiting. It depends what I'm doing that month. I would say, on average, around 4,000 baht per month. I was just checking. I couldn't remember what I wrote down. Sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's less. It kind of depends. I don't drink that much. If I drank alcohol more, it would definitely go up. Alcohol is alcohol, right, when you drink out, and then everything that comes with that, maybe the extra pizza at the end of the night or whatever it is. So I have a pretty good life, I would say, doing that. You know, I do what I want. I don't think I shouldn't do what I want because of money. And finally, as I get through this mountain, which I'm definitely not going to finish, although I would say it's tasty if you're nearby, is what I'm calling miscellaneous, and that will be things like toiletries, you know, soap, shampoo, antiperspirant, things like toilet paper, things like cleaning products, anything on the week-to-week basis for household stuff, laundry detergent, whatever it may be. For me, I didn't really spend too much time thinking about this one, but around 3,500 baht That's probably an overestimate. I've just tried to give a number that kind of covers it off. But you know, anything that might come up in that realm will be covered by that. It's cheap. Things are cheap here. You really don't need to think into that one too much. I told you I'd tell you how much it cost. 60 baht. 60 baht. That might be the best value lunch in Bangkok. And 10 baht of that was for the egg. It's 50 baht if you don't have the egg. Ridiculous. First in this section is gym. Now I pay absolutely nothing for my gym because it's included in my condo payments. Now most condos, I would say, in Bangkok and across Thailand include gym. Maybe not the most perfect gym, but for what I need, it's good enough. I get a lot of my exercise from walking, so I don't do too much at the gym, as you can see. So this is more than enough for me. Of course, there's gyms that you can pay for there also. They're not a million miles off the price of gyms back at home, to be honest, but if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. The other thing that these condos have is swimming pool, so that also helps. Free of charge. Well, part of your monthly rent anyway. I know most of you hate it, actually, from the comments that I get, but my hair takes some looking after. I have to have a haircut. And I actually have my haircut every 2 months, and I pay 800 baht, which is way more expensive than what I could pay if I had normal hair. But I have to find someone who can cut curly hair and actually knows how to cut curly hair. And trust me, that is harder than it looks in Bangkok, even though you'll say it doesn't look like they can. So we'll round that to 400 baht a month, even though I do it every other month. Probably the most important one of this section, and definitely the biggest cost of this section, is health insurance or travel medical insurance, whichever one you're choosing. And I get it. Health insurance, travel medical insurance, travel medical insurance means different things to different people. Sometimes it may be worth doing, and sometimes you can take a judgment depending on your age and your circumstances, and maybe it's not. For me, I have it, I like to have it, I have the peace of mind, and it comes in useful for me. At the end of the day, all health insurance is a waste of money until you need it. And I've needed it about 3 times since I've been here, and I've been very glad that I've had it, I must say that. I use a company called Safety Wing, and I pay 2,636 baht per month. They have 2 plans. They have the essential plan and they have the complete plan. The essential plan is worthwhile for most people. It covers most things. Both of the plans have no excess, which is fantastic. You can buy it when you're abroad, which is what I did because I realized I needed extra to what I had. So I bought it when I was abroad. So that was useful. And it's month by month. So you can stop it when you don't need it, which is fantastic. The complete plan essentially gives you added peace of mind, disruption, cancellation, routine medical checkups, dentistry, mental health services, above and beyond. I use them, I recommend them, and I've been fortunate enough that they have partnered with me for this video. So you can find all the information by scanning the QR code, or you can find the link in the description. You can find the information and work out what the plan would cost for you. For me, that's one of the most important costs and something I never travel or live abroad without. It's never let me down. But like I say, you have to make your own call on that. All right, now as I take a grab bike, I thought I would tell you about how much I pay for transport. Now transport could be considerably cheaper if I didn't always take grab bike everywhere, but I like the convenience. I like it takes you from door to door, and I actually just like being on the back of the bike, even if it is a little bit risky, I would say. But actually even I surprise myself with how much I spend on it. I do it like 3 to 4 times a day, maybe even more depending on what I'm doing. But I spend 4,500 baht a month, roughly, on average. Which isn't actually that bad. I mean, when I was commuting to work, I spent a hell of a lot more when I lived in Europe. But yeah, if I took the SkyTrain, it would be considerably cheaper. Can you believe I came to a cat cafe, which is absolutely full of cat memorabilia, as you would expect for a cat cafe. It's actually my 2nd time here. But for the 2nd time here, there's no cats. It's their day off again. I'm always here on their day off. but it looks like a fun cafe anyway. We'll have a drink and I'll tell you about the next segment, or the next section of costs anyway. I thought I wanted to show you this place because last time I came here there was no cat, and it was quite a cute cafe, let's say that. But yes, my luck is never in with the cats. All right, as I sit in my cat throne with my cat drink. The only reason you come to a cat cafe if there's no cats is for the cute cat stuff. Tofu iced drink. Very good. Anyway, final section is about miscellaneous stuff that doesn't really fit into the other sections. So, one of them, mobile data. Obviously important, have to have that absolutely mandatory. How else are you going to scroll social media and see what I'm up to? For that, I paid annually, but I've broken it down by month. It worked out as around 187.50 Thai baht per month. But as I say, I paid up front. I paid annually. And for that, I think, I have so much I never even check. I think it's either 100 gigabytes per month or unlimited. But either way, I'm nowhere near it. So that I would say is pretty good. $5.50 a month, really. The other one is subscriptions. So Netflix and YouTube Premium. Those are the two that I have. And the good thing about being out here is they're cheaper out here. So they have geo pricing or geolocation pricing. So because I signed up in Thailand, I get them for cheap. So I pay around, well, not around, but I pay 497 baht per month for those things, and that's YouTube Premium, which comes with the music and no ads, which is good, and then the top tier Netflix, which gives you the best quality, so that's good. Visa. Now I have a 5-year visa, and I paid $300 up front for that visa, but it works out as around $5 a month, so 168 baht 80 per month. Then I've got admin and unexpected costs at 2,500 Thai baht per month. Because obviously things happen, you have to renew certain things. I had to get a Thai driving license, I had to pay for these things. Inevitably, you will do things where you have to pay a little bit of money to get things done for living here. So yeah, roughly I budget 2,500 baht. Some months it will be zero and some months it will be more, right? And then finally, the most annoying one of all, ATM fees. Withdrawing money at ATMs here is expensive. Every withdrawal is 350 Thai baht, which sucks because that's very expensive. And I would say I try and take out the maximum. So I either do 1 or 2 withdrawals per month. And I pay a lot with card to stop doing that, but inevitably you do need cash. So I've put in 2 withdrawals per month. So I put in 700 Thai baht per month. And that's everything. So I'm gonna finish this and then we'll go find somewhere where I can tell you the total costs. Bye-bye. So as I find what I think is probably the weirdest statue I've ever seen in Thailand, a cat taking a going to the bathroom. Let me summarize it for you. So, total fixed costs are 23,140 baht. I will tell you the breakdown. That's 512 pounds roughly, and it's $685. Total variable costs, 30,650 Thai baht. That's 678 pounds roughly, or $907 roughly, which makes a grand total of 53,790 Thai baht, 1,190 pounds, or $1,593. Now, you can judge for what you pay per month for something similar. For me, moving to Thailand wasn't exactly about spending less money. And I probably spend roughly the same as what I spent when I was living in Europe, living in Portugal, living in Madeira. But I had a 2-bedroom house, or a 2-bedroom apartment, and obviously I shared the rent. If we're just taking that rent on its own, or I was staying in a 1-bedroom place and just paying rent on my own, it would be considerably more. In fact, just the rent would be more than what I pay for the total here, and that's obviously a good thing. How it actually works out because of that is probably that I spend around the same, I would say, than what I spent in Madeira, but the point of being here, other than all of the stuff that goes around it, but the point of being here is that what I get for what I spend is way more than what it was in Europe. My life is much better, it's much more fulfilled, there's much more to do, and I'm much happier here, let's say that. So I'm very happy with that, but let me know what you think. Leave me a comment again and let me know what you think of the total cost for living in Bangkok. If you're new here, do subscribe, and if you've been following along, you'll know about 6-7 weeks ago, I fractured a rib. Well, it's just about healed. So this is the last easy video, and we're about to get exploring and enjoying ourselves, seeing more of Bangkok, seeing more of Thailand. Some exciting plans coming up and some exciting announcements. So subscribe, turn the notifications on so you don't miss them, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And before I go, I would just like to say thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to find exclusive content, then you can find the information in the description. Take care.